just finished recording another video, and something else came to my brain, and it's to do with something I saw in a film last night, actually, and I absolutely grabbed hold of it and went, wow, okay, so it's very much something along the lines of what I've done and what I talk about, and I think that's a massive thing, the way of explaining this. So it was a film called The Hitman, bit of a comedy, quite interesting, but it was about this guy who was a fake hitman. Semi-true story. Obviously been Hollywood upped in the antes and stuff, but this guy was a nervous, geeky, a slightly awkward chap who was approached by the police to pose as a hitman to try and catch people that were trying to employ a hitman. So he had to act as different people, and by doing that he created a main persona that was strong, confident, had all these different things, and he could act like it. And in that, he discovered that you've got three things that are kind of in you. Now, I think a couple of these things are possibly the wrong name realistically, but I've not really fully processed it yet. So you had at the very end, you had three blocks. So 1, 2, 3. Down here you've got your ego. Up here you've got ID, and over here you've got your super ego. So we have two things that drive the main ego. One is our identity, our ID, which are the traits, the character traits that we have. And then you've also got your super ego, which are the things that are there that no one knows about, and they might come out when you've had a lot to drink, or you've had drugs, or you've done other stuff, and or they're the bits that you'd really like to be. And that then comes down to the ego, what you do on a daily basis. So I suddenly looked at that and went, so the stuff that I talk about and the stuff that I did, and I still do, was change my character traits. I've created a completely different identity, to create a completely different ego, that is much closer to my super ego. So by not being a 17, 18 hour a day work person, in not drinking as much, in not smoking, in not sitting around and being inactive, not by stop blaming everybody else, put that on me, doing all those kind of things, going about the stuff, changing the things that I could change, only controlling the stuff that I could control. That's what I've done. I've changed a different ID. And they're the things that I think are really important. If you want things to change, you have to change it. I'll see you all soon.